What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to Some Dungeon Defenders 2 and the first ever 10 cheeky placements. Now we're going to be talking about some creative placements of different defenses. Today we're mainly going to focus on air lanes. Now if you have a cheeky placement you would like to share, make sure to send me a message with some screenshots on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, or Discord. All the links are in the description below, and I will see if I can't put something together for another episode of Cheeky Placements in the future. Now, the placements I'm going to talk to you all about today, some are well known, some will come as a bit of a surprise to people. However, I've been using them for quite a while now, and I can't really remember exactly where I first heard about them from. I believe that most of these came from either Cookie Binger, Gobu, or Omni, as these are some cheeky placements that they like to use quite frequently. Now, first things first, we're going to start off on the Lost Temple map, and we all know here that air lanes, particularly as you push higher into Onslaught, can provide quite the challenge. However, there is some great placement opportunities. Now, I think the most obvious one, and the one that's really well known, is for this big water lane right here in the middle. Of course, if you come up top, you can throw a flame aura just right here in the flyer entrance, and that's going to hit flyers as they come out. But remember, you also have this ledge out here. So say the flyers are still pushing through and you need to add something else, you can always go with, say, a lightning strike aura on that ledge, still getting wonderful coverage of the flying mobs as they come out of the lane. Now, in addition to that, say you want to take it one step further, you can always go ahead and throw like a weapon manufacturer node up there. And this combo right here, although that is 110 DU spent, that is going to put a stop to any flyer lane up until really super high floors, to be honest with you. Now moving over to cheeky placement number 2, I think most of you have been aware of this one or have seen myself or someone else doing it on stream. However, if we come over to this far east lane, you can double jump right up into this ledge. Now, since you can stand on it, of course you can place something else on it like an aura. So you could go with a flame aura, a lightning strike aura right there and get wonderful coverage of the air lane as it comes out. For the third cheeky placement today, let's take a look at this large lane as well. Now, I'm sure a lot of people have discovered that you can jump up here or jump up to these flying lanes. However, this particular lane offers no collision, and it makes it so a lot of people feel, hey, if there's no collision, I can't put anything down here. Now, of course, you could put a flame aura down below, and if you've got range on it, it's going to have pretty good coverage of that flyer lane. However, there's also some ways where you can double aura it. Now, I'm using Deadly Strikes, and even with Deadly Strikes on my auras, where I have pretty nice range, I'm still able to get 2 flame auras right up top here. So if you kind of work your way over on this above entrance, you can easily get 2 flame auras down, and of course, we know we got just remarkable coverage right there. Now, taking this one step further, remember these flyers do have to come out and fly directly over this large arch. So nothing at all wrong with putting like a weapon manufacturer right there, and that is going to put a serious stop to any flyers that could potentially come out of that lane. Now, making our way on around the map here, we've got this entrance here, which is right at the south side entrance. I think a lot of folks know about this one. You can fly over to it from the balcony ledge up there on a Gunwitch or a Dryad. You can also just come right up to this area. Now, of course, you can't get an aura in from right here. However, if you just stand on the rail, just hop on up there, you can easily place any auras you might want to cover this flying lane right here. And then last but not least for this lane, this particular lane, I think this one is probably the least known on this map. However, I do know lots of people use it. Now, of course, when the flyers come out of this lane, they do fly really, really low. So any defenses that are just right here in the path are going to easily hit the flyers as they come out, as they do dip really, really low. Even when they do tend to target that crystal down there periodically, they still dip low enough where you can make use of some good flyer defense right here. Now, of course, we don't really have any ledges or anything sitting up here that you can easily get to. However, remember, you can sell defenses, so just throw yourself down a tower, stand on it, and then that is going to open up that spot right there where you can then place a flame aura. Using deadly strikes, it gets all the way up to the very top of the flyer spawn and easily covers those flyer lanes as they come out. Even doing something like, say, that flyer lane is going to get destroyed as it's going to go through the flyers, and then anything that's left surviving easily gets worked over by the Skyguard towers. And here we are on the Crumbled Bulwark. This particular map, you can use auras or nodes to take out the flyers on every single lane. Now, once again, in this particular flyer lane, the flyers will come in and go up this path. They do fly pretty low, so if you're in a position to use like auras right here, you're going to hit the ground lanes and the flying lanes. But say you've got a heavy cyborg lane there and you have no cyborg protection, doing something like putting the aura all the way out on the edge of that node is going to be far enough away where cyborgs are not going to aggro to it as they come out. However, it's still going to give you partial coverage of the lane itself and then full coverage of the flyer lane as they come in. Taking a look at the Crumbled Pass lane over there, remember you've got a large platform up here that you can get up to really with several different heroes. I'm just going to pop up there real quick with the EV2 and see that you do have areas where you can place towers up top here. Now, obviously, if I placed it there, it's going to be fully protected. However, it's going to have some line of sight issues, and some of the darts are going to go into the wall. Now, if I come over and just go ahead and hop right on up top here, I can then place a tower down, which is far enough away from the ground lanes where there is nothing that will hit that particular tower. Even assuming that you have kobolds coming in from that lane, it's going to be far enough out of their aggro range where you're going to have something else to take care of them. However, something like a poison dart tower or a ballista right here is going to completely clear that Crumbled Pass lane coming in. And then taking a look at one of my personal favorites on this map, the Rotten Tree lane. Now this lane, of course, with a little bit of run speed and a double jump, you can easily hop right on over there. Now this allows us some edges here where we can place auras and have ridiculously good results with them. Say you're in high onslaught and you're having troubles with that lane, doing something like a weapon manufacturer up here will completely stun that flyer lane into the ground. Certainly easy enough where a Skyguard tower can clean up the rest. And last but not least, we have the throne room. Now, we've all had it happen. We've missed a hex thrower from these lanes, or have had an issue where we've lost one of our window controls and it opens up the flyer lane up top. Now, this one, of course, you can do lots of different things. Throw anti-air just back over here, let them catch the flyers as they come in. However, if you want to really spawn camp these flyers, remember that you can very easily throw an aura right at the edge of that hinge for the window. Now, you can do this on both sides, so make sure you're spawn camping those flyers and eliminating any potential problems they could cause. Putting it there it appears like it's not covering the full lane of the window. However, it does directly cover the path that the flyers come in. Now, in addition to that, say you've got a heavy kobold lane and they're making it through, one easy way to counter that is going to be to just jump right up onto the statue itself, and you can throw a Skyguard tower right up top. And with a Skyguard tower right here, one of the benefits it has is any kobold flyers or anything that's going to dive bomb your nearest tower is going to aggro to the tower from this side and smash directly into that column, leaving your tower completely unharmed. So that will do it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Like I said, if you have a cheeky placement that you'd like to share, make sure to take some screenshots and get them sent on over to me. So thank you all so much, and I will see you next time around. Take it easy.